Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, and that is a very bumpy, quick way to leave a field there with a high-sided load of straw. That's our haulage contractor. They are heading down to Wales with the probably penultimate load of straw from us. There's probably a best part of one more load there. I just want to make sure they get out of the driveway alright. Out on that main road there. Seems to have, and they're away. Perfect stuff. So that's most of it done, and there's probably like one more load left there that we'll have to come and tidy up at some point, but not today because we've got another job to go and do. Today is pretty much a job of hauling, so we're going to be carting some grain today. So we need to just get ourselves back down to our main yard. Well, we're going to be taking the fast track with the new Brawn trailer, putting that into some real use, and seeing what mischief we can get ourselves up to, really. Let's just turn this down. So yeah, we have to get that cleared fairly soon. We are in danger of overstaying our welcome in that yard, really. So we need to look into getting that cleared out as soon as possible. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and all being well, we should find that. I think one more load tomorrow will just about do that, and then we'll be all good to go. So that's what we're going to look into. And yeah, it would be nice to kind of get that shed cleared. Little bit of extra income coming to us. We've got a great price for our straw. So I really am looking forward to getting that all cleared out. What we do need to do is open that gate again. Fast track, as you can see, I have geared it all up there. It's ready to go. We're going to be carting some winter barley, winter wheat today. So we're going to take that down to the grain stores. So yeah, it's perfect. Perfect setup, really. Nice high capacity grain trailer. Even faster, more comfortable road tractor. So very much looking forward to getting it going. As you can see, the sprayer is slotted into here nicely. It's really looking the part there now. It's been performing fantastically well for us. Really did enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the drone footage that we showed previously. If you haven't seen that one, I will put a link to it in the top right corner now. Got our door shut as well. That's perfect. Lovely stuff. Alright, then we'll get ourselves away. The old plough has gone. That's been traded in there. We've got the check through the post for that one, which is fantastic news. And we're going to be doing quite a long range carting today. So we'll get ourselves up to the farm, get ourselves all settled out, and then we're going to be carting all down to Frontier stores, I should think, today. I don't know. They have a pre-contract agreement or pre-harvest agreement where it's all ready to be collected now. So we're going to look into doing that one. So I just need to sort a few things here, get some bits and pieces I need together, and we'll get ourselves on the road. Alright then, folks, there's nothing better sounding than the Cummins engine in this here fast track. At least I think it's Cummins. It sounds glorious. Really, really does. But we're all good to go. Everything is kind of tied up and wrapped up here, so we're going to jump on in. Let's get that done as well. That's perfect. Get our flashing lights on. We want to be out of four-wheel steer. So we are into rear-wheel steer only for the road there. That is perfect, and we're going to head on up to, we're going to go up to, yeah, around that corner. We're going to go up to Gary's, where we're carting grain all the way from the north here down to Frontier stores in the south of the region. Shouldn't take us too long, but it's a good start for us anyway. And yeah, we'll I'm not sure how many loads it's going to be actually. I think there's the best part of, I know there's 100 ton. I'm not quite sure how much more there is than that, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll certainly keep us going for a little while with this. And we'll get ourselves into here. That's perfect. And away we go. So we'll get ourselves all set up there. I think we need to go and just have a chat with them, see which grain store we're going to be pulling this out of. But we'll figure that one out, and then as soon as we can, then we'll get ourselves back underway. It's been, I think they've tickled it to the dry here once or twice, so it's in a good looking shape as far as that's concerned. We'll have to see, aside from that, to see what it's looking into, but yeah, bear with me, and we'll get set up. We'll go and find Gary, and then we'll come back once we have a fair idea of how we're going to attack this. Alright then, folks, we have pulled up to the dairy yard here. We're just filling up through the auger. We're taking barley here. There's about 70 tons of barley, give or take, and we have got, at the moment we're taking roughly, as it stands right now, I think we have about 15 tons in there to hit. So we've got at least 5 loads to roll out. Plenty for us to do. We've got everything looking good. And what I think we might do, because of the nature of this yard, we may just head out through the gate at the bottom here. So I think let's just walk down here and open that. Makes it a little bit more of a one-way system for us, which works fine. But it's a beautiful day here, as you can see. The sun is shining. It's lovely, crisp autumn air. Still quite a bit of grass around here, actually. I wonder if he has any intentions to do anything with that. And yeah, we'll get ourselves all set up, ready to go. The fast track is looking magnificent, as I'm sure you'll agree. What a beautiful setup that is. But we'll get ourselves in. We might also just fold up those front linkages as well. Get that shut. It's perfect. Okay, so now it's a nice day. I don't need to put the sheet back over the trailer there. I don't think that's necessary at all, but we'll just roll around the corner here. This is going to be the first real major kind of road haul-in test, at least, for the fast track since we've owned it. I think what we might do here is just skip out to our right. We'll go this way around for the first load. Nice and wide there. We have to go a little bit wider to make sure the trailer doesn't clip the corner. Also, we're in front wheel steer only, so our turn circle's not quite as good as it can be. But away we go. As you can see, the fast track just pulls away with no issue at all. Really does pull these trailers with ease. Beautiful trailer. I think it's going to be at the point where we'll have to, the one cutting in the next spring. Let's get into those and have a look at them. We come to the stop there. That's beautiful. So, back up the hill here. So typically what you find with a lot of the farmers in this region, they have grain contracts, which means they have an agreed price per ton that they're selling, and then they have to hold it, and assuming that the grain hits that the pre-agreed targets in terms of proteins, for example, within the grain, and the moisture level is adequate, then they will they'll get the agreed price upon. Now if they aren't able to meet that price, quite often it can be rejected, so we have to kind of see how it goes, but this one should be okay. They've sent samples away previously, so it's looking good on that respect. Well, that's a bit wide there. And we should be looking okay, but we're going to take this up anyway. We'll see how it comes through. Get it tipped into the store there straight away. Probably going to be on for a good couple of hours with this. It's not the longest trip in the world, but it does take a little bit of time round trip, and sometimes there's a queue at the grain store as well, so we might get stuck in that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, all we can do is just keep pottering along. I haven't got any other work lined up for today anyway, so this is a nice job just to fill up the day. And we'll see how it comes, but ultimately I think it's all going very well, and I should find that we'll get this all done by mid-afternoon, I think. All my spraying's up to date at the moment, which is fantastic. The first round of preems have all gone on, so we'll see how the crop establishes. They might need a post-emergent herbicide as well, but again, we'll just see how it all comes through, and then I can react accordingly to that when the phone rings. But we're able to, with the fast track setup now we have, with the hardy sprayer on the back of the fast track, we're able to cover a lot of ground, an awful lot of ground, which is awesome news, because it means that we just speeds everything up completely. And in we go here. Gate opens. Now the one thing I dislike about this grain store is that they put the way bridge over the other side, so you have to cross over here. So let's see how we're looking. Just over 28 tons there, which is fantastic. That's for the whole machine and the load. So let's pull forward a little bit. Now what usually happens is we tip it into the hopper here, and it gets pulled up into one of these storage tanks where it gets kind of filtered through and separated there, depending upon what we need to do. Alright, and up we go. We'll tip it up here. We'll turn ourselves around in a second while we go back over the bridge. Make sure we get a ticket on the way out there so we can see exactly what our net weight of barley is. But yeah, it's looking good. But yeah, they really could have kind of thought this whole install through a little bit more, but then they made it this way for a reason, so we'll have to just... It's alright when it's quiet, I suppose. When it's busy, it becomes a little bit more of a minefield because there's no room to turn. But hey ho, across we go, and we'll just go and scoot back over here. I can't quite see what my way is there, but they'll print me out a ticket. I'll go get my ticket I need, and then we'll get ourselves back on the road. Alright then, we're all done. I think we're coming in. That weight was about 16 tons there. Well, our net weight there is about 16 tons. Let's have a look what it says on here. 16.31. So I can't remember what the last figure was there, but we can do the math there for sure, and we'll figure that out. My door shut and off we go then. So we'll head on back down the road. We're going to be doing a little bit of cruising around today, but that's not a problem. And should get this all done hopefully very shortly as well, so that'll be nice. And then we'll come back to you when we're all buttoned up. Like I said, it should take probably in the region of about 5 or 6 loads, I would imagine, and then it's another job done for the day, which is great news. So I shall come back to you and we'll see how we're looking later down the line when we're all finished up here. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have finished. It's later on in the afternoon now. We have we took 7 loads over there. The last load had next to nothing in it, but there you go. We took it over. Now we've got a phone call. We're heading back down to the dealership today because we're going to go and lease a spreader. Tomorrow I have to go and do some lime spreading of all things, which is something I haven't done in an awful long time. And I don't have a lime spreader, so we're going to lease a lime spreader. And dealer has one in there. They're very good at having spreaders on hand to lease out when necessary. So we're leasing the lime spreader today, and we'll get it all picked up. We're going to start tomorrow, so I thought if we get it all brought back to the yard and connected this evening, then tomorrow morning it's a nice straight shot out to the field really, which we'll aim to do. So we're going to just swing into the dealership here nice and quickly, and it's a monster. It's the only one they had left actually, so we'll have to make do with it. But there it is. A huge thing. And next to a monster, it makes that monster fast track look tiny as well, actually. Heavens. Alright, so we'll go out and we'll get everything tied up here, make sure it's all looking good. Perfect. That is big. There's no two ways about that. Just big. Okay. And we'll take this back up to the yard. So it's a nice and easy day. It's a time of year really where we're doing a lot of small little jobs, and we're kind of progressing through as best as we can. But we'll take this back up. We'll get this all settled out and connected in. Have a better look at the spreader in the yard. There. It's a Breedle, so it's a good big brand. Plenty of power behind it. Plenty of capacity as well. So they're hauling in as they can. So there's a little bit of a supply there for me to run at in the morning. But I'm expecting quite a lot of tonnage to arrive through the day. They are going to be holding it in throughout the morning there, so I'm expecting quite a tonnage to arrive through the day that we can. So they're going to be holding a lot in during the morning, but I'm expecting a lot to arrive so we can use that throughout the day. But it should be all good to go. So for now, we are just going to roll around the corner. Get this parked up into the yard here. Well, we'll call it an end of the day. Let's just slow it right down, and in we go. This yard, whenever I bring anything back like this yard is always just that little bit too small for me. Makes kind of reversing things that little bit trickier. This one's alright. There we go. So as you can see there, it's huge. It's absolutely monstrous. We'll just get ourselves straightened up. And we're going to be good to go today. As you can see, some of our crops are starting to come through. The next field over there, oddly enough, is still not quite emerging, so we'll have to keep a keen eye on that one. But this winter barley is looking good, coming through very nicely indeed. I've left my lights on, of course I have. And we'll lock that up. Okay, so we're going to leave it here. It's a little short one again for me, but unfortunately there's not a lot else to record at the moment, so we'll see what else is what jobs come through down the line, and we'll keep you abreast of all that new information. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.